Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the AVS show, coming to you straight from New York City. Welcome.
City.
So make sure to subscribe to our channel, and after the show, go on Instagram and follow us at the AVS show. We are back again with more juicy hot topic.
Yes.
Glitter Ready, what's going on?
I got some stories, some news by Bado, who really doesn't talk. Olamide, I'm talking about Olamide, the artist. Prolific artist out of Nigeria who is amazing, spits nothing but finesse, but that's just that. He just signed a new artist called Picasso. It's a young guy that went viral and was rhyming, and he signed him. But then he went on and talked about how a lot of record producers or people that sign artists are doing some kind of usury kind of acts with these artists. It's like signing your name to like signing a deal with the devil. You never get really any money from it. You keep on going and going. They keep taking and taking. They're rich, and the poor artists barely can even feed their own family.
So what exactly did he say?
Okay, let me go ahead and read you the tweets that he wrote. The first one was, 21st century slavery shall be addressed very soon. Waiting for the perfect scapegoat. So he's going to call somebody out. The next one, gone are the days young CEOs setting game ablaze. Change the game. Let everyone eat proper. Another one was, man's doing 21st century slavery and they call it record label. Oh shit, that's death row. So he's talking about that. And also, I definitely have seen that trend, even with artists that are here, like Puff Daddy, with all of the bad boy people that he brought out. A lot of them never went past a certain thing, but he's one of the richest guys in the world.
Yes.
So how is it possible that, I'm singing...
Is there another picture?
No, that was it.
Yeah.
And I'm singing, I'm doing these tours that are grueling on me. I'm signing these deals. People are picking me up, but I can't even buy a house. I can't even buy a car, but you're living the good life and demanding more and more from me. What do you guys think about that? See, Manny, also you do music. What do you think?
Yeah, I do music, and I think it's right. Because that's the same reason why I'm still independent. Because I was offered 3 different record deals when I was in Lagos. I turned all 3 of them down.
Why?
First of all, because the deals were not favorable. I mean, it's just a record deal. It's not that serious. I'm not signing off my life. It's not Illuminati. They put in this artist on 20%, sometimes 10% of every revenue generated from your talent.
Wow.
So they are going to invest in you quite all right. But if they don't see the potentials, they wouldn't come in the first place. So when they put you on a 10% deal, starting from your shows, your tours, the endorsements, every single thing that comes from that music that you created in that lonely space in the studio when you were inspired by your suffering and your passion goes to them in 90% and more. And then they're giving you deals that are unrealistic. Imagine you trying to sign an artist and you're putting him on a 10-year or 7-year record deal, of which every year he's expected to definitely release an album, do this and do that, and then you also want to change his music. So it's not just signing the artist and letting the artist do what they want to do. They change your sound. And that's what happened with most artists. That's why Davido had to run out of the Sony deal. Because Davido was signed to Sony and he was excited and made a lot of noise about it, but all of a sudden his sound was whack. He released an EP called Son of Mercy, and the EP was the worst product of Davido ever in history because they want to change your sound. They want to control everything about you. So Olamide is not wrong for what he's saying. Even Olamide has his own record label, and all the artists Olamide has signed have been successful and made a lot of money out of it. The likes of Adekunle Gold, the likes of Lil Kesh, to name a few. So he is not so educated, but he understands that it's not that serious. It's a business. You have talent, I have money. Let's come together. Let's meet halfway and let's make more money. Not you have talent, I have money, I'm your God, I own you. If I don't sign you, if I don't put the money in you, you're not going to be successful. And these record labels go as far as even paying to put people's music down. Is that serious in Lagos?
It's a competition.
Yes, it's a competition. The ones with more money put other people's product down. For example, you have a good song, you put it on the radio, you pay maybe a couple of dollars just to inspire people, to inspire the OAPs. They go to those radio stations, pay the OAPs and tell them, put that song down. Don't play that song. So is that serious? So Olamide is not lying.
I totally understand where you're coming from, and as an artist, I can feel your passion as well. But I'm trying to also look at it from another angle, right? Before that, you didn't have anything. You didn't have anything. You just wanted somebody. You just wanted to be heard. And here comes Olamide or whoever signing you. That person gave you an opportunity. That person saw something in you that nobody saw before that. So I think also some of these artists' greediness sinks in as well because they start making all this money, they start getting all this, they start getting noticed, and they want more than what they signed up for. These people did not force you to sign whatever you signed.
You're right.
You know what I
people are
mean?
greedy.
Before you're going into show business, you have to understand it's a business after all. It's a show business. Don't go signing on the dotted line when you've not read everything into details as well. So some of this we can blame these people.
No,
Sometimes,
who's to
you know,
blame? Both sides are to blame.
Yeah.
I understand your point quite all right. But you said nobody was hearing about you. If they didn't hear you somewhere or see you performing to 5 people in one place or freestyling or doing something on Instagram or social media, they wouldn't come for you in the first place.
But nobody,
so that's the potential.
why didn't those 5 people sign you then?
Because those people don't have the capacity too.
And
But these people have the capacity. That's why we have
some
labels.
people also had the opportunity and did not sign you. If we all know the Cardi B story, the first guy didn't want to sign Cardi B. The first guy on the
because
radio.
he was dumb. He didn't know she was going to be that big.
He didn't want to sign Cardi B
The concept
because
was different.
you know, and then here comes some other person signing Cardi B, and then Cardi B is huge. So sometimes all you need is somebody signing you and bringing you on board.
All right, let me say
You
one
know,
thing.
but you still need to
One
read
thing.
your contract.
Let
You
me
need
say
to be
something, Timani.
educated.
The culture, right? The entertainment culture breeds about that. It brings about if you don't understand what you're getting into, they will take advantage of you.
Yes.
It's happened in the
Simple.
States. It's happened all over the world.
It does.
Entertainment industry, period. Be it movie, be it music, be it modeling. If you do not know what you're getting into, if you don't know the kinks of it, you will be taken advantage of. Now, for those people that actually get into contracts with all these companies and don't understand their worth. That's another thing. You have to understand what you have. You have to understand your worth and know what it is that you are given, and understand that you're also you're being beneficial to them. Right?
You need to know
it's
your
a two-way
worth.
thing.
Yes.
They're going to make money off of you. You need them to market your goods, to put yourself out there, but also understand that you're also an addition. You're an acquisition for them.
You're an asset.
So now you're an asset. Now, if you get into it with that mindset, you would understand to negotiate what you're
Properly.
being given.
Word.
You have the right to say no. 10 is not enough. 20 is not enough either. I believe I deserve way more than that. Also, it's who you surround yourself with. A lot of them don't surround themselves with people that know about the business. So you are talking to somebody who's just as poor as you are, who don't understand nothing, and this guy is telling you, that's a good deal.
Oh, God,
Go,
sign,
take it,
oh.
and you're like, oh
Big
my God, I
taxes,
made it, and you
desperation as
signed.
well.
Right. The ignorance of it all, you are desperate, and you say, you know what, I'm going to sign in. When you're in there, you realize that you just signed your soul to the devil because
Away.
now they're asking for all these things that's almost impossible. They have completely changed you from what you are to this completely different person.
Right.
But then when you go to your contract, you realize that it says it there, that they have the right to do all these things to you, and you don't have the right to say no, right? So it's important for you to have that understanding. At least learn a little about your business. Go ask questions, talk to people that know about it, and then that way you have a better understanding of what you're getting
And
into.
quite simplistically, you can also Google contracts. Like you
too.
go right on Google.
Know your rights.
And like literally every kind of contract from even a wedding presenter, DJ, host, music contract. They have contracts berkete on Google. Just Google different contracts. Google stories from artists.
That's right.
Just find out, because if you have a talent that can take you to test of time, make sure you're getting into the right deal. I know sometimes the deal might not be as sweet, but it's a way to get in. And don't sign contracts that are 10 or 20 years. Make sure that there is an in and an out, so you can renegotiate your contract.
Exactly. Timani, we're going to move on to the next topic. What is going on?
The next topic still dazzles around the same communication. A very beautiful Nigerian songstress called Nyra recently posted on Instagram expressing her anger and feelings about the industry, the music industry. And what she said is that, in parentheses, is that the male artists don't support the female artists well enough. So let me read exactly what she said.
That's long.
Yeah, but let's just do it.
And you see, you trying to win this?
Oh, because it's a woman, now it's long.
No.
She said, what can I say about this industry? When are we going to start seeing some positive changes? I see so many comments about female artists that are simply untrue. The same opportunities that the men have are simply not available for women. You say, oh, we don't support each other. Many of us do. You say, oh, we don't work hard enough and there's no consistency. Many of us are. Understand that women are pressured to break their morals or asked to do things that they don't want to do.
Yes.
And they should not be penalized or blocked from such opportunities.
Yes.
So now she's dedicating her time to providing a platform for women and only for women, and it's called Nyra Nation. So meaning like she's opening her own record label. So I want to know what you guys think about this industry, especially the entertainment industry, and how women are not having the same opportunities as men in terms of exposure, in terms of finances and opportunities. What do you think?
I don't know what kind of women she's talking about, because the kind of women that I surround myself with, my family and everybody, they are strong women, and they're not out here waiting for men to rescue them. I understand what she's saying, but we've seen that when women come together, they can create things and they can move mountains. So for her to be still saying that, oh, the men are not support, you don't need them to support. You can all come together and fight.
Yeah, but that's what she's saying. She's saying the women have come together. And remember, she's talking about
but she still wants the men's support.
She's talking about the music industry.
Yeah.
Because I just told you guys not long ago that there are certain powers that be that can even pay the platforms not to put your content out there. So when it comes to your music, your song on the radio, your music video, like when you go through the music channels, you see back-to-back of similar songs. I'm not going to call names, but there are certain A-list artists. You see their songs 20 times a day. I'm like, really? Is that all there is for... I mean, 100 people just release new music. Why are you not playing their music?
Exactly.
So there's a lot of favoritism in the industry, and that's what she's talking about. And you can't do anything about it, unfortunately.
And
it's the bitter truth.
And unfortunately, the music industry is an all-boys network. It's an all-boys club. And women in the industry, especially Afrobeats, because she's an Afrobeats artist, which is a little bit tighter now, right?
Tiwa's doing it.
Yeah, Tiwa is doing
has a
it.
lot of men
Tiwa's
behind her.
backing up by men.
Yeah,
Think about
men,
that for a
Don
minute.
Jazzy.
She
So-
is. You know, so the thing about it is that, irregardless of if you say that women can get together, but everybody has to get together to make the stuff move. They got to book more women. They got to do more things with women. So many women in the Afrobeats industry, we only hear like not even a third of women that are within Afrobeats that sing beautifully. From even Nigeria, Ghana, they do not let these women really go far. Like Ebony Rain, till she died, I didn't even know about her. For instance, because this is a woman that should have been pushed even harder because her sound is amazing. But they don't give women a chance, and it's unfair. But that's the world, period, because women still make 30% less than men in in this field. So we got to think about how we also have to come together. Even women-owned businesses, how do we push our women? Because women literally are laying the groundwork for a lot of stuff. Why is it so hard for them to break into a market that's supposed to be equal to all?
Well, I think the time is transitioning to an era where women do have a say, and we are taking a stance. The first thing is the idea that she has made, and she has acknowledged this is happening and brought it to the limelight. That's a good step. Because now women are bonding, women should bond together. But sadly enough, in the industry, the music, entertainment industry in general, they have like male backings.
Yes.
When you mention Tiwa Savage, she has a male backing.
So then what is she I'm so confused. So then what is she complaining of? If they are backing up Tiwa Savage, why are they not backing her? What is she not doing?
What she's saying is we don't...
She just said something about breaking morale, so you never know.
So they know.
Most times, these men want to have something with these women, regardless of their relationship situation. Some of them are
So
married
you're saying
women.
that they are backing out Tiwa Savage because she's giving it up?
I didn't say that. I
Yeah,
said
but
you never
what
know.
are you saying?
I just said you never know.
So that's what you're saying.
But just to talk
Okay,
about,
so
I want to just talk. Oh, sorry about Emma Nyra. There's a backstory, right? She was dating somebody who was a record exec for, you know, Inyanya and the other guy.
So now you're
Triple
talking.
MG.
Triple MG. She was dating that guy. He was abusing her, like, you know, like battering her and stuff like that. She had to get out of that contract. So, like, they're talking about morals and doing things that she don't have to do because this man saw her and she thought she had somebody who saw the light in her, but then got in a relationship with the man, and the man did some nefarious things to her. So I guess she's also talking about that end of the story, because how many women have to, like, that casting
many
couch
people do you have to
is
sleep
real.
with to make
That
it?
casting
That
couch
hotel
is so real. Even the boys are sleeping with people.
Yeah.
And let's just be real clear that
Yes.
people are laying down and doing what they need to do. Understandable. I'm not gonna like, you know, and because, you know, you do what you have to do what you get, where you have to go. But it's really harder. It's so harder because women are so hypersexualized too.
True.
So.
That's a fact.
That's very true. That also draws back into that Tenny issue that we talked about Tenny changing who she is, and I mean, you can't say that you want them to push you forward, right?
Yeah.
You want the females to get pushed forward, and you're saying that, okay, what's the problem? They have men pushing them, so why can't they push her? But she's saying that she wants that, she wants women to have a stance on their own, not having to be supported
To
by
do
a
this.
guy.
Yeah.
Do you understand? To have a legion of men say, okay, she's capable, so take her. No, we all have talents, we're all capable. That's the reason why in the entertainment industry in the first place, see me, see my worth, and just go by it. You don't just have to give your word. You don't have to give an okay that this person is good enough to be promoted. This person is good enough to be seen. Likes of what's it, Cynthia Morgan,
Yeah.
Victoria Kamani.
Victoria
They're all
Kamani.
people that also have experienced these things. And that's the reason why, as you can see, Victoria Kamani said 100% true. There.
And as you can see, Glitterati liked it, Seth. She's even
Okay.
And the thing about it, I was going to also say that some of these women artists that have made it say that they don't want any other women on the bill. When Tiwa Savage does One Africa, do you notice that not a lot of the big girls are
on
there?
there.
Have you
Yeah.
seen
The
that?
headline is
She
different.
does not want Yemi Alade on the same stage as her.
That's
Think
what I'm saying.
about
Let's
that.
come together.
Because if they
her
all
point.
got together and worked together, it will work. But women are also backbiting women. Women are stabbing each other in the back. So why can't Tiwa and Yemi Alade perform in one concert? Do you know what kind of bigness that is? But you can tell there's some intimidation on both ends or whatever, and that they both can't be on stage together. It's usually smaller acts when Tiwa's up there.
Both ends or their camp. Also remember,
camp.
because now Nyra is over there saying that women do work together. We're able to do all these things together. But if you go by what she's saying, it probably isn't true. You know. But then their camp also.
I'm not helping.
Exactly. So if Tiwa Savage can be saying, oh, you know what, we can't have you and this lady up there, and then they really want to work together, but the people that are backing you, that giving you that backing, that putting in that promotion, doesn't want that to happen. It's not going to happen.
Let's start with the backbiting. Let's work
Yes.
together.
Work
Miss Spitfire,
together.
we're going to move on to the next topic. What do you have for us?
It's a school. Unilag said that they're going to start screening newly admitted students for hard drugs
Okay.
before they gain admission into the school.
Every one of them.
Every one of them.
Cough syrup too, because of tramadol is cough syrup.
True.
They want to scam.
So the principal assistant registrar of communications unit, Mrs. Taiwo Oloyede, warned that the school would not hesitate to withdraw any admission of new students if found positive of hard drugs.
Wow.
Right. So she says that, according to her, she said that the screening is to ensure that a drug-free academic community is promoted, and that the test is compulsory and will be administered on new students before they are allowed to go ahead with registration. She said admission of any newly admitted students who test positive to drugs shall be withdrawn.
Only, that's all they'll do.
They are
Withdraw.
going, exactly.
Okay.
Because according to she wants to promote free and fair, drug-free
Free and fair
environment.
election.
Now, this is my question to
I
you
wish her
guys.
good luck on that
This is my question to you guys. You're vetting the people coming in for hard drugs. What about the people that are already there?
Already inside.
what about
And the ones
her
that are going
herself?
out.
What about the other students that are already there?
Exactly. What about the people that are already there? Do you guys think, and this is a question to you guys, do you guys think it's fair to the people coming in being judged for whatever it is their habits are when you already know there's a school full of people that most likely would engage in all those things?
I think you're putting a Band-Aid on an already open sore. Like, you need to be actually talking about drug prevention mechanism within the school, talk about what drug dangers are happening, like list stuff like that. Talk about treatment programs. Instead of you trying to put a Band-Aid on a new student, after you have tested me, I'll get into the school, I will still smoke
Take
my weed.
drugs, exactly.
I
I
will
was
still
gonna say
eat
that.
my edible, like whatever. So it's not going to
edible.
stop me. It's not going to stop me from doing what I want to do. So you can test me, okay, I'm clean. Oh yeah? Okay, boom, I'm the one selling the drugs to everybody. So like, it's putting a Band-Aid on something that it's infesting, like literally drugs are really taking over. It's never been this rampant. It's really, really bad. So how do
All-time
we
high.
then think about drug prevention? How do we think about educating people on what are in these drugs and what it's doing to your system? Because that's one thing you can scare Africans real good when you talk about how it's going to kill your liver, kill this, kill that. So because when the Ebola virus, where everybody in Nigeria had antibacterial hand wash. So it's really just putting it out there, putting advertisements out,
So
using
wait,
those
so these are
resources.
students coming from the senior secondary school
Yes,
now going
yes.
into university, and they don't know the bad effects of drugs. What did they learn while they were in secondary school?
Who's
I don't
actually
understand
not
what you're saying.
Some of them already use those drugs because of their environment. A lot of, in fact, the statistics has gone up even in Lagos. So many people are using stuff like tramadol, using codeine, and everything. So they want to vet the system of people coming in, and they think that is a way to control because they are cleaning the new system, leaving the old one still dirty. But what she's saying, which is the bitter truth, is after you pass your medical test, you can still use your drugs. So that's not the solution.
I don't think it's going to work. Even here, people have ways they can dodge drug testing. They
Yeah.
drink
Boom.
all kinds of things.
We're not giving
to
lectures
apple
on that,
cider
by the way.
vinegar.
To suppress,
cleanse
yeah.
their system. To cleanse their system. So I don't think this is going to really work. And while we at it, testing students of these drugs, can we check the background of these teachers as well?
Hey.
Teaching our kids.
Thank
We
you.
know we have
Thank you.
murderers and abusers teaching
Thank
our kids.
you.
So
Yeah. Sure.
while we are doing that, let's clean up. Let's clean the whole
Let's
house
clean the
up.
whole
Yes.
system.
Even the principal.
This is the
Yeah.
problem I have with it. Okay, so you vet the people coming in. You say that, okay, if you're using drugs, you can't come into the school, right? Fine. You check all the children coming to the school, they are drug free. when they're not coming to the school because you haven't cleaned out the premises already. They're coming into what? A drug infested. Exactly. So when that happens to these people, these innocent kids that don't know anything about drugs coming in, they're going to come in and then get cajoled into doing these things, and then they become masters of drug using. So I think it's important for her to first of all go into the system and try to clean out the system first.
Yes.
Pouring bleach into an already blocked gutter is not going to help the gutter flow right. You have to plunge it and clear it out completely.
Yes.
So now you going in there, going through the whole school, vetting the school properly, whichever way you want to do that, do it. And before you now start making these rules, stopping kids that have potential of getting their life in order, going to school and finishing at a certain time, you stop that. You because they gain admission into the school already. If they have drugs, maybe they took, mind you, they would also test for like what they call the codeine and stuff like that. They consider that hard drugs. So if you had a cold the day before, you took codeine to help with the cough and the cold, and you go for the testing, you get denied. You just put a child's life on hold because she got admission into your school, not another school. Most likely they might have put Unilag.
If it was prescribed, I think they will be fine. Because you're showing paperwork.
Then if that's the case, I can go to the pharmacy and get prescription and come and show you. It doesn't mean that I don't take drugs. What I'm trying to point to you is that there are ways to beat the system. You cannot go by that. That's not a solid vetting system for it.
Talking about
So for Unilag, first things
don't
first.
tell me that's coming because it's a problem all over. It's across the board.
Okay.
Drugs
But for
is both
Unilag,
in
Debbie, they need to
Ghana.
take care of the bed bugs.
Oh,
They need to
Jesus.
take care of cleaning that school. Make sure that those toilets are working. Make sure that
Lord.
everything is working.
Water.
Unilag it needs
So
to be
basically
fixed.
what you're saying is shut it down.
The
Shut it
healthcare
down.
system is terrible.
What I'm saying that there are other pressing issues.
There are
All right?
issues
There
that
are many
you
things
deal
that you need to
with.
consider. You need to work on before talking about people coming in.
All
You're
right,
talking-
so
sort your house first before you start inviting visitors.
That's what people do.
All right, now,
Alright.
so let's move on to the next topic. A 30-year-old man fakes his son's death.
What?
The entire
what?
community are furious over this.
Chai.
So let me unpack the story. His name is Kafiro. He's from Zambia. The residents gathered to bury his son.
For real?
Yeah, he said his son was
everybody
dead.
come
They all gathered around like we do in Africa to pay our last respect.
And eat free food.
And they demanded to see the body, right? We came to show our last respect. Now
Right.
let's see the body. They opened up
the casket.
the casket and there was nobody there. Just a bunch of woods
Was he trying
in
to
the
collect some
casket.
money?
Nobody knows why he did it. He's been arrested and yeah, we need answers.
Did
So
he
what's
need
going
the
on?
son
sympathy
missing?
or money? What was his
The son is
aim?
there, right there. And they found the son, but he got arrested and sent to jail. And we want to know why he did it. Up to now, we don't know
Wait,
why he
wait,
did it.
okay.
This is madness in Zambia right now.
This is madness.
Was he collecting gifts? Was he collecting
Yeah,
food?
exactly.
What was it
Of
for?
course, when you go to
Yeah.
funerals, what do? You show your last respect. You pay a little money here,
Yes,
money there.
yeah,
Have you guys ever heard a story like this, or
I've
is
never.
this new to
I
you?
mean, we hear about people faking deaths all the
Yeah,
time
but
for
not-
insurance money.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's insurance policy on the boy.
In
doubt
Zambia.
it.
In Zambia.
Indeed.
I just asked
The
him.
only weird thing I know about, funerals and stuff in Africa is that you pay certain people to cry. At least that one I've heard
Yeah,
about
we know
that
that.
one.
The Ghanaians one. The Ghanaians.
So,
Yeah,
really?
criers.
yeah.
But how
They
can
do.
somebody
Professional
how can somebody stoop so low as to lie that your own child is dead? It's like, are they not still gonna see that child in that community, in that environment, some way, somehow? Like somewhere?
I'm actually trying to wrap my head around the whole motive. Like, okay, so you
I think
say your
it's
child
money.
is dead, right? And the child isn't dead. You put log of wood in the coffin.
Did poster boy.
And then you now did
poster.
Yes.
You now
Poster.
did.
Went all out.
So if it is money, he had money to do this. He had money to create
It's
a
an
poster.
investment. Now you put money down, the more
So
money
make
will
money
come.
come.
I don't know. No.
Hey.
But I have to say that because I was reading the story and I wanted to compare it to something and I found it.
Yeah.
In here, America, they do this all the time, whereby they do funerals and you don't see the body. Because they will tell you,
Close coffin.
my mother died or my father died, but they died back home in Africa. So I'm just going to do a little funeral here
To mark
in
it.
New York and, to pay
really?
last
Okay.
respect.
Respect.
If you dig into some of these stories and some of these events, their parents died like 55 years ago.
Oh my
And
God.
now they are broke. This is
they want to
true.
raise money.
You know it's true. If you live in New York, you've been to several funerals, and you know this is true. And I've been to
funeral
several
parties.
So when
Like
you go to
my
the
party.
funeral, you don't see a casket. You only see like a blow-up picture
And a
of
picture.
whoever that is dead. Meanwhile, we don't know you from wherever you're coming from Ghana or whatever.
Yeah.
So now we're coming to a funeral. We don't know your mother. You're saying your mother is dead, right? All we see is a blow-up picture. All right, take $50, take $100,
yeah.
and I'm sorry for your loss. Meanwhile, their parents already died long time
time.
ago. But in their current situation, they need money. to travel.
Rent
So they
money
set
on
up.
that thing.
It's a scam. It's honestly.
I'm
So
okay.
for me
Legal scam.
personally, from now on, when I go to funerals, I demand to see the body.
Charlie, really?
Provide the body.
I'll show you the ashes.
No, it's true
No,
because
what if they say it's cremated and stuff like that?
show me the body.
Before they put inside the cremation
And then you can
thingy.
get some $50,000, $100 and sorry for your loss and all of that.
Yeah.
So but in that case, how many people are they going to kill? Because I mean, at some point they will want to kill some next person. Maybe
My
their
sister
father
died.
or their grandfather.
Probably they didn't even have a
The
sister.
whole
My sister
household
died.
is dying.
But don't
Maybe
okay.
those people were
Okay.
dead long time, according to Charlie.
Yeah,
so
but
they're
you
just
guys are
bringing it
laughing.
back.
Don't act like you haven't, called your boss and said my mother died or my sister
Nah.
died
I
and take it
never
off
said
from
that,
work.
so ever.
Where I
Never.
come from, you don't joke with death.
Charlie, you know that we're
No,
Africans.
the parent. No,
Africans
We don't
don't
joke.
play that.
You
They
can
do
lie
it
that you
all
are
the
sick.
time.
You can lie that you are sick.
Yes.
You can lie that maybe small accidents, but you pray against it. But don't lie that somebody died though.
See, look, the person's
If that
already
person finally
dead.
died,
Hold
they
on,
will
hold
look
on.
for you.
Wait.
The person's
They will haunt you.
Hold on.
Charlie, I don't killed my
Hold on, hold on.
uncle,
Yes.
my auntie, like 100 times already. I'm not going to lie. They are dead already, but I've killed
Exactly.
them.
To get what you want.
I have killed
this
them
one
and
don't
loved
lie.
them and killed them and killed them
like
over
she's
and over
lied
again.
about it.
Lied about
a lot of
Hey!
times.
I mean, like that somebody is sick to get
What?
off from work.
No, that's
or-
normal.
That's normal. That somebody is
Yeah,
sick.
that's
That's not
right.
normal. That's you lying, and it's there's
Flu
no
is sickness. Cough is sickness.
I know.
I'm
and
sick.
Flu can get you killed too.
Yeah, but
exactly.
at least you
I
won't
just
die.
don't think that just capitalizing on death is something that anybody
it's
should
just-
do.
Yeah, but we do it.
Nobody should
I've
be
done
doing
it. I'm not
that.
going to lie. I've done it.
Let me
Spitfire.
Yes. My uncle died. I have to go back to Nigeria.
Oh, and then, and they catch you
Yes.
over there in Fifth Avenue
And I
and
come back
hailing cab.
And I come back with a poster.
Yes.
No, that
yes.
one is
let me,
simple now.
let me give you guys an
Obituary.
example. I
Yes.
have a friend that is planning. Let me give you guys an example. I have a friend that is planning a wedding, right?
Yeah.
So he went to rent this hall, big hall, paid the down payment, and found another cheaper hall. So now he went back. Hold on. Let me tell you this story.
Right.
He went back to the guy and said, "My grandfather is dead, and I have to go to Ghana to bury him, and so I cannot, I have to. I need my money back. But the policy is no money back.
refundable.
So the guy said, go and bury your grandfather. When you come back, we'll talk. He went and got a flyer of somebody that died, a poster, and said, look, that's my grandfather is dead. Look, to show proof. So people do it all the time, lie about death to get money.
not-
It's
no,
done.
oh,
People
oh,
do
oh,
it.
no,
So
no,
this
we
guy
can't do
actually
that.
went to the extreme,
Yes,
though,
he did
building
in
that
Zambia.
coffin.
He did that because he lied on a child that isn't dead.
That's a
my-
fine funeral too. That
Yeah.
casket's not cheap. That's a
It's
fine
red velvet.
funeral.
And that's like, can you imagine you taking off from work to go to a funeral,
Only to find
only
out.
to find out that it's
There's
fake?
nobody that
Oh,
sticks
I
to
need
them.
my money back.
It's thunder that will fire that guy.
Somebody
eh?
must die in this funeral. So
Ah.
this funeral, we will
They
bury
should put
somebody.
the man inside.
I'm going.
People do this all the
Oh,
time.
kind
and
of
like
I
it's,
can't.
it's really, really
So
bad.
now that the guy is arrested, what's going to happen to the boy?
We don't know.
See, this is the
Zambia, can you
nonsense.
guys give us updates on this story?
Let us know more.
Let us know in the comments your thought
Please.
on these stories, by the way. We love you guys for watching.
Yes, yes.
Until next time, you're watching the ABS show. This is Mina TV. Bye.
Thanks for watching. And if you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.